Welcome back. This is Raich. So, last time I did that one mission, but you know, that all happened, and so now we have to go through the rescue mission where we find the scout who fell into the desert, and it's kind of annoying, but here's the thing. I accidentally did this and did not save my audio, so this is post-production audio. So, this mission, it's very easy in that you don't have to worry about the time limit, but it's very hard in that it's an escort mission on the way back, and which makes it frustratingly difficult because if the person you're escorting gets hit once, it's pretty much you lose 2 points out of the 5 that you're allotted to lose. So took some damage there, didn't need to. So you also have to switch off many times in between the rod and whatnot and the buster, because depending on the situation, you pretty much always want your saber for the sake of just instant enemy elimination within range. But you always have to decide how it's easiest to deal. These platforms here, they do not... I broke that one to get the cyber specifically and fell down. Once those platforms fall, they do not come back at all. So you have to be careful because there's a cyber that you can only get by crossing this bridge here after breaking this thing and trying to hit it with the thing. Didn't work. So here we go, and that's that cyber elf. All the cyber elves you get naturally if you just go at a walking pace here. So except for that one, you have to actually go around to get it. So just break through here. It's very easy on the way there, but not as much on the way back. So, as I was saying earlier about the weapons, you have to pretty much like the triple rod, you have to use it to hit all the ground traps, and you have to use the buster to hit distance enemies. These tornado spawning machines are also another thing. Like, you don't need to use a triple rod every time, but it's a lot easier half the time. And like here, triple rod, and then gonna switch back to the gun, because the gun's the only way you can hit the tornado things. And the annoying thing about the tornado things is that they have the protective rocks, so you have to try and aim your shot in between them. And the fire chip makes it to where they die in 2 hits. I didn't test what the thunder chip does on damage-wise to them, but this is a level where most of the enemies are vulnerable to fire, and that you'll find out why in a moment. I don't know if most of the enemies are, because considering most will die with just one uncharged slash. So this is the boss, Anubis Necromancer III. He works for Fafnir, who is one of the 4 guardians, my bad, and Fafnir is the fire one. And so it's kind of weird that works for the fire one, but it's also weak to fire. I did record this before, out of order, but, well, it was technically in order, the lists, but I tried to do it without the chip, and doing it without the chip makes it take extremely longer, because with the chip you can knock him down and reset his pattern much quicker than you can do it. Also, he's invincible when he glows white. I missed a zombie there, which is really bad, because missing the zombie means that, you know, you kinda, it makes it to where you kind of more limited in space, and it's a lot harder to work with, though if you just set him into his reset mode, then it doesn't matter. And so here you can just brick him before you can even grab the staff again, and there you go. Dead. Anubis the Necromancer III, or whatever, I don't know, no one cares, it's not an important boss. And so he has a cyber elf, and you try to grab it, and then one of the few moments in this level where you can actually dash. Another thing about this escort mission, you can't really dash like you could in the first one. So yeah, are you alright? And this guy just like lays over here like, can you walk? And like, you better be able to walk. If you start dashing away, he stops moving. And so I think I'm about to show you that as an example in a moment. So we have to bring him all the way back to the medic. And so, let me see. Yeah, here's where I show he pretty much stops moving, you have to touch him, so it's pretty annoying. So as you run here, you're gonna pull out the gun for some reason, even though there's nothing here I can hit with the gun. But he, oh god, my eyes. He is just, he's the worst person to deal with, because he moves super slow. You can't dash to get through the enemies quickly like you could when you were having CL. Those eagles, by the way, will never hit the guy. They just get super duper close, and they make you want to jump and try to hit him, but if you jump, you're going to get hit every time. And I believe I do that 2 or 3 times, escorting this guy back, and I still managed to get a... Spoilers, I wouldn't be showing this unless I got an S rank. But it's just... It gets much more frustrating. I'm jumping here to activate the eagles early so I wouldn't have to deal with it, because I was frustrated. So here, these guys, they fire their little bombs, and you have to essentially just knock them out of the sky and cancel the bombs before they get near you, because they go in such an arc that it's kind of hard to deal with. And like, there we go, I was playing some good frontline D over there, blocking them, calling the shots, and so that one died in 2 little bullets. And so here I preemptively switched to the triple rod to jump down and try to hit the thing, because right here with the downward of the thing, also we upgraded that, but the downward part of the sand trap going, it's really hard to not get hit, and so that's the upgrade it does. It gives you double shots, and it works in all directions except down, I believe, but for some reason I couldn't get it to activate there, and so that was unfair. I couldn't even see that thing block it, so he got a free pass, and so at this point I believe my score is 97 at this point. And so I'd take a bit more damage later, which I believe drops it to 96, but spoilers, that's my score. But we're just gonna, well, not we, I am going to bust some traps. We're gonna pull out this again. It's really frustrating me because I did this all with live commentary, and here I am having to re-say everything I did for you to understand what's going on. So that was me just firing shots preemptively, hoping to hit some snakes that pop up so I wouldn't have to worry about the guy getting hit again. So we're gonna, like I said, you gotta switch off to what's necessary. You would think it'd maybe be better to switch off between the triple rod and the buster and not have the saber, but having the saber is pretty much a necessity. And you see, that guy tried to jump over there, you can't do that. And so the saber is just it's close range, it's wide, close range. It makes it to where I can like block shots, which is much more important than killing the enemies. See, yeah, there. Now I'm at the 96 point range, and the eagle, you'll notice, just flies off after I cross a certain point because it's programmed after a while to just give you some free roam time. I talked to the lady because I thought I was already there, but I wasn't, and so there we go. And so it's just all storyline, like blah blah blah. It's dramatic, and so now we got that one red-haired girl's twin to go pick up the guy, and so like Sarah was like, I'm glad we could save him. Thank you, Zero. And so now we're getting 96. I need to realize I need to move my recording box because I have those lines. It's really frustrating, but yeah, we're still savior. Ooh, that was so close. And, like, it's just saying, oh yeah, according to them, they're gonna plan a large-scale attack in the resistance base. I wonder when that's gonna happen. Oh wait, it's happening right now. But the thing is, you won't get to see that till next time, so I'll see all y'all later.